Today is May 27th, 2024, and let me take you through how I would water my banana palms. Okay, so here I have gray water, which is a hot topic in the Algarve, but our gray water, is recaptured water from when we wash our hands or do our dishes. It's not septic tank water. I have diverted just the gray water from under our sinks and it's literally just under our sinks in the shower. We don't use chemicals. All of my soaps are organic. And we don't use perfumes, so there's no chemicals. Even in the laundry detergent, I don't use bleach. So my gray water is mostly water with a little bit of natural soap in it and organic material because it's collected from the sinks. So you'll have food waste, little bits of rice and whatnot. So my gray water is probably the cleanest gray water in the world. If you were so inclined, you could probably reuse it to wash your hands again. I'm not doing that. So the gray water is good for things like banana palms because they're very thirsty plants. You can basically not overwater banana palms. And then here in the sprinkler in the watering can, which is made of plastic, I have borehole water, which is not chlorinated and is not saline. There's no salt in it, which if you're digging a borehole in the Algarve, you have to kind of be curious about, what you're tapping into when you dig. Okay, so let's get to it. Now you know what I'm watering with. I might go get more gray water, but we're going to set you up over here, and you can see kind of where my head is at and what I'm doing. Don't ask me if this camera's going to actually stay anywhere where I want it to stay. It may. What are we pointing at here? Okay. We're going to lean up against some soil. How fitting. All right, here we go. So I wanted to rinse off the banana palms with some clean borehole water and give them like a shower, like a training, because it's probably not going to rain here for a while. It's the end of a long day for them. You do not have to do this to your banana palms. But in the Algarve, they go through long times where there's no rain. I got a tiny one over here. So we're simulating some rain here. I don't normally do that, but occasionally. And then this is just gray water. As you can see, it's like 6 or 7 liters. 7 liters of gray water. You'll see bits and bobs floating around in it. You don't want to water directly at the trunk because you want the roots to work. They have to make their way into the clay soil and work for their nutrients. So I'm not watering directly on the trunk or on the leaves with gray water. Even good gray water, I would be careful about where you put it. So you can see how I go through water here very quickly, about 100 liters a day on the farm. We're into our, what would you say this is? 7, 14, almost over 20 liters. Right in front of you. So pretty easy to see how you can go through 100 liters a day, isn't it? you go. So you can water your banana palms like that. That's as much water as I'm gonna give these guys for today. And I can do that again tomorrow, depending on how hot it is. But we've been watering basically every day. Sometimes, depending on the weather, we skip days, but at least every second day, if the conditions are right. But you can tell just by looking at them, they love that. Come on, look at that. They're like, thanks, plant daddy. That's maybe the 4th new leaf that's come up. So we count to 24, and then ideally you would, on the 24th or 25th one, you have some fruit that's going to come, the male fruit and flower. And apparently bananas are a herb. I've been learning all about bananas, but we'll see it together.